Let's go. Even better.
It's got Freddy's elbow.
Okay, so we're walking in immediately the Huayra Emula, and in front of it is like the best car ever. Zonda Cinque right there. Guys, it's the Saturday before car week, and every Saturday before car week we come in the morning to the Beverly Glen car show. So we are here. Carrera GT just drove in. Ton of cars expect to show up, so let's hang around. And yeah, I mean, this is not going to be a bad turnout. So let's start off with these. So we saw this last night. I didn't get to film it, but Ferrari A12 GTS, you got a ton of green carbon on it. Obviously GTS is the top down version of the A12 Superfast. But the cool thing about this one is we're here in California. Also painted shields, by the way, but it's on European plates, and so is the SLS Roadster next to it. Very cool. We saw this one actually driving in on the highway, and I thought it was British plates. I don't think it's British. But yeah, 2 cars shipped here from Europe, I'm guessing for car week. Then another SLS. This one is a gullwing. Obviously doors go up, and this one has carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber spoiler, which I don't think I've ever seen before in an SLS, so I don't know if this is real carbon, if it's factory, but not a bad car. Now here's as much of a low-key spec of a 765 as you can kind of have. Black, no roof scoop, not too many extra bits, but still 765. Now I believe this is a D-type, but honestly I don't know too much about these old Jags. I just know it's something very, very special. Ooh, McLaren 675 LT Spider. Such a nice spec. This blue with the silver wheels, 10 interior, and then a 12C following along. Now one of the coolest cars here in my opinion is this 996 GT2. At least so far. A lot more cool cars are going to show up. Then A12 Superfast and a 901.2 GT3. Yeah, like I said in last night's video, the 675 is such a good car. The Spider is even better. Next has a 48 V8 Vantage and a Lancia Delta Integrale. Well, here we go. Fun starting. Pagani Zonda C12 Roadster. Of course, Pagani Zonda shows up. Everybody's kind of around it taking pictures. Can't blame them. Such a good car. And our friend just came with the McLaren Sabre and the Huayra Roadster. Mr. Scott Smith official in the Pagani Huayra Roadster. And then the red carbon Roadster right behind it. Not a bad lineup right here. 3 Paganis so far, and we're 10 minutes into the show.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Just like I thought there was no.
GT3 Touring in silver, great car. Rolling around again. So 718 Spider with white rims. Now, if you guys watch my channel regularly, you remember when I got my white rims for my GT4, I said I saw 718 Spider with white rims and that's why I got it. This is the car that was because of, and it was right here. So yeah, the cars from last night now lined up here this morning. Very cool to see these here. Didn't expect them to come for this show. Usually they stay a bit far away, so they usually don't make it for this. But yeah, this is the 718 Spider that inspired me to get white wheels on my car. Looks incredible. But let's take another look at the 675 LT Spider. It's got the louvers right here. So nice. Such like a discreet kind of non-in-your-face spec that's so good. The tan interior with the blue accents. So good. Now, this is a car that not a lot of people know about. This is a Jensen Interceptor, and I believe this is the first kind of regular non-off-road car to come with all-wheel drive from factory. It's got like a hatchback type of look to it, but they're so cool. Top Gear reviewed them quite a bit, but people now seem to kind of forget about them. I love these cars. And the Dino is leaving. Alpina Z8, and then we have a matching SVJ Roadster and an SDO in this matte like goldish brown. Racing seats, let's go. Proper spec, great color. The white accents look amazing on this thing. Then the matching SDO right here. Just gotta put the front lift down. Then 911 Speedster right behind it, with the plates completely off. Ooh, a lot of CXX options, so you can see the inside of the seat there, blue, the plastic. That's a good spec. Speedster right there, but then LP 640 Roadster. He looks so freaking good. It's got the vents up. Such a good looking car. Oh, perfect car. Then GT3 RS. Great turnout. Can a Ram TRX get through here? Let's see. Oh, the Z8 owner is going to move forward so he can squeeze through. So it looks like the TRX did hit the bumper right here. Oh, that sucks. Oof, that's pretty bad. God damn. That's sad. Lamborghini Espada, the gigantic 4-seater Lamborghini. Obviously well known that the Shroudman has one, but blue on red. So much room in the back, actually. Like, this is like a usable 4-seater Lamborghini. 765. Murcielago with interesting wheels.
Easy. And Bolian's like clean title.
Launch spec McLaren Senna. I don't know why he's backing out. I guess there's not much room left here, but launch spec is not bad. Silver wheels. Not bad. Not bad at all. Too many supercars, and it's becoming an absolute disaster to move anything around it if anybody wants to leave. So now a bunch of cars are gotta scooch over a little bit, and I don't know, let's see, hopefully people can get out of the way. Escort Cosworth, one of the coolest cars here. I don't know if I've ever seen one before, so awesome to see. 996 GT3. Ferrari F430 here. I don't think I can see paddle shifters here, but let's go see. Moment of truth, the most important thing. Let's go. Gated 430. That is rare. We just saw a gated 430. Now that's a gated 360. Good crew here. Huh, I have no idea when this came in, but roof CTR2. Very cool. Crazy wide body. Almost looks like a Gambala type of wide body, but you know, if you guys remember, we visited the roof factory about a month and a bit ago. Damn, this thing looks great. And another roof right here. Again, it's cool that we learned about these about a month ago at the factory, which I'm hoping you guys saw the video, because honestly that might have been my most successful video ever. But so cool to see two real roofs in the US next to each other. So nice to see. Very clean. Aventador SV in yellow. I think they're honestly cleaner than the SVJs. They're twice as rare as the SVJs. They're not overly designed. I think this is the car to buy. I mean, they're so good. Very simple spec, and you don't see too many simple specs anymore. People try to go overboard, so it's nice to see something like this. So where's our roof 911s back there? But now there's a Singer in front of us, and we didn't even really notice. We're just walking past right here. Very low key. Crazy. Only here we just randomly see a Singer like it's nothing. A few other 911s. This show is massive. Murcielago had no room, so he parked all the way over there. So there's Paganis here, and there's SVJs here, and there's McLarens here, and there's GT3s here, but the most baller car is actually right here. Cayenne Turbo, which is very cool, but this one has got carbon ceramic brakes. on your family SUV. That is baller. 718 Spider in white leaving. 718 Spider in white's probably gonna take its spot. So we noticed this from far. CLK Black Series, I didn't even see this thing pull in, but I don't think these were legal in Canada, so again, we'll mostly just see them in the US. There's one or two in Canada I gotten in, but yeah, Black Series. The only thing making me question it a little bit is the fact that this doesn't really match this, but I think it's just a PPF, because it doesn't look like there's a back seat, so I do think it's real. Cutting it close, real close. The launch spec Senna, squeezing through. That just, yeah. Is he gonna rip it? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Eruption green Bronco Raptor. Let's see if anybody does anything. Ford GT coming. Let's see if he'll do anything crazy. The dog in the back. The dog in the back. CGT. High mileage. Remember last time, like 2 years ago, we checked out like 20-something thousand miles, and then Sabre. And the Huayras. Which way do we film? I don't know. More cars here. Let's film here. Oh, maybe here. Right here. The yellow SV. That sounds good. Oh, cops are coming. Cops are coming. Okay, we got some stuff in commentary right now of a spider. Hold on. Yep. A spider eating a bee.
In the great wilderness of Beverly Hills, we have a spider killing another wasp.
Okay, so the show here is pretty much done, but there's so much more for today. It's only like 10 a.m. So we heard about some cars that should be out a little bit later today. Other than that, we're going to go explore. We know of some place where there might be some cars. And then later on in the video, make sure you stick around because it's the PFS show and there's going to be the most insane cars there. It's going to be wild. Casual traffic in LA, and there's just 1 second. A D-type. Hammer, I think. Wide body Urus, very LA. Potential bouncing GLS, hold on. Nah, he was bouncing before, he's not bouncing anymore. So we tried to see them yesterday, we're seeing them today. The Chiron SuperSports and the Veyron SuperSports. Holy shit. They're gonna rip it through here. But matching specs, Veyron and Chiron, owned by BC Ben Chen. Absolute baller. And lights turning green. Let's go. Oh. Wild. Matching specs, SuperSports, let's go. Hold on, what is going on with this Corvette? F12, so nice, aged so well. GT 500 Eleanor across the street. Pretty cool. The recreation, so no GT 500s were originally Eleanors, but then they were made after the movie. Very cool car. Yeah, I don't know what the writing is on this Corvette. I don't think it actually got vandalized, but it says you got a wife. And asshole on the back. Potential ex-Canadian SV. The Dutch SLS Roadster. Completely dead here. Zach Bell shows up, and surprise, surprise, there's a Bugatti Chiron.
Yeah, we have a Chiron.
We have a Chiron.
What a time to be alive. Just perfect. Great pack.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, even better.
It's got Freddie's elbow in it as well. A combo.
Paint to sample chicken. KFC spec on the Phantom drop head. Courtesy of Stephen Pops.
And Adam Shaw.
And the Singer. And the gated 360.
Well, you could get the
SV coming back. Special edition Maybach that DJ Khaled seems to have, Drake seems to have, everybody has one, but there's only 50 of them with the color match beige brownish wheels. Okay, so some serious cars are coming up right now from Autovault. First up, I see a Porsche 918 in red, guards red, very cool. Behind that is a very special car, but let's see the 918 first. Wysack red. Actually, I don't think it's a Wysack, no Wysack. Very nice. But behind that is a Vector. Crazy, crazy car. Look at this. Insane. 3-speed automatic, I think. W8. So wide. Like, look, it's the same size of the lane. MC12. Like, come on. MC freaking 12. Then McLaren Senna. God damn, that's a lineup right there. But yeah, the 918, the Vector, the MC12, what a lineup. Pretty crazy, obviously. I think the two craziest cars here are the Vector and the MC12. You know, this is one 918, the Senna's one of 500, but 150 and one of, I think, 18. Pretty crazy. So yeah, Vector, I think it's one of 18 or one of 17, 3-speed automatic, W8. Very cool car. Honestly, you would never see these on the streets. They're all in private collections pretty much. So obviously a lot more rare than something like a 918. And then behind that is the MC12. So yeah, the MC12, one of under 50 made. Ferrari Enzo underneath, pretty much. More aero, more rare. Now they're finally worth more than a Ferrari Enzo. So rare to see on the road. 993, it's got like an RS GT2 style wing. I don't think it is an RS though. No, it's just a regular one, but it's got the wing. And then, let's go. Best thing here, bouncing Maybach, let's go. And here's the Maybach again. And we got the dog in the back, let's go. Oh, sorry. This dog is living the life. Falling over a little bit, but it's okay. Chicken Man featuring a pink Cullinan. Let's go. And an SF90 in front. Okay, so we're walking to the PFS store right now, and this would be probably like the craziest one show we're gonna see before Car Week. Insane stuff here, like Zondas, Koenigseggs, everything. Last year was insane. Thousands of people. This is like a huge turnout. The visitor parking lot's packed with a lot of cool cars. Let's go walk over there and see what's there, but man, I have pretty high expectations. Okay, so we're walking in immediately, the Huayra Imola, and in front of it is like the best car ever. Zonda Cinque right there. Zonda Cinque Coupe. I think it's the second Zonda Cinque I've seen. I think it's the first coupe. One of two colored coupes in green. Crazy with the McLaren Huayra. Absolutely wild.
Guys, he's trying to park on the red curb right now.
Freaking crazy. Such an aggressive looking car. The green with the carbon. The contrast is insane. The roof scoop. The original really crazy Zonda. Absolutely wild. And then, oh, look at that. Didn't even notice Koenigsegg. And a few more Koenigseggs right there. But Cinque, what the hell's going on? Wild. But yeah, goddamn. I am freaking obsessed with this car. It looks so good. It's so rare. Always wanted to see this. Finally seeing it. Actually didn't expect to see it today. What a good surprise. There's so many people here, so let's try to keep walking and keep seeing what's here. This Koenigsegg is absolutely wild. Full carbon body, full carbon wheels. I love these things. The older Koenigseggs just have a little bit more magic than the newer ones, even though the newer ones are great too. Okay, let's keep walking through. We got the world speed record car, a Gear RS. This is the one that did 277 miles an hour. One of the ways it actually did 284, but they have to average it out. Regera right here, white. Crazy car. I think this is the fourth Regera we've seen since yesterday. Absolutely wild. Now the Koenigsegg Agera Veyron, which is pretty much an Agera RS, full carbon body as well. Man, so many cars here. Now here is a tech car, 911 Turbo. I think it's called the GT Street R. Convertible as well, with a 765 with a roof scoop next to it. Very cool, but man, this just caught my eye. Ferrari F8 with like a crazy kit on it. I don't know what the kit is, but man, white it out. I kind of like it. It's very California, very LA. Honestly, not bad at all. Now next up is this matte black Ford GT, new Ford GT. I think it's a Heritage because I think it has this livery, but so very cool. Next to this one is the one I think we just saw at the gas station recently, and another gray Ford GT beside it. So I almost completely walked past this while looking at all the Ford GTs and stuff, but Aston Martin Valkyrie, what the hell? I've never seen one of these in person yet. Concept came out in like 2015, 2016. We saw it then at the Toronto Auto Show, but this is pretty much on the road. I think it's a customer car. This is crazy to see. Now look at this two-car combo right here. We got the Carrera GT in black. What a great car. But beside it, we got an F40. I believe it's a Euro spec. Let me take a closer look. But man, black Carrera GT. We saw another one this morning. I don't think this is the same car. And yeah, Euro spec F40, black Carrera GT, different one from the morning. Two black Carrera GTs in a day is always good. Look at this, like a chroma flare type pink Aventador. Man, I told you the show is insane. It's gonna get better. There's probably crazy stuff inside which we're gonna go see right now, and if there's anything else cool, we're gonna go back to it. Now we don't have one LFA. Don't have two LFAs. We have 5 of them right here, different colors, every single one. This is the only one in the world with fog lights. Crazy. And then in the background right here, you can see a Carrera GT as well. Also, I gotta say, I don't hate the wheels on the Phantom. And I think, I'm not too sure, but I think the new ones do have a long wheelbase, and this is it. But look at these wheels. Look at the kit on this Phantom. I actually do really like it. But yellow Carrera GT, can't hate on that. Yellow GT RS, just like Jason's. Like, you just go around every corner in this meet and there's more and more cars. We got 993 roof. This is a GT3, GT3 RS, 918. The cars don't stop. You can't even stop for any certain hypercar to take a close look at it because we're never gonna get through this otherwise. So let's walk through the line of LFAs. We got the red, the white. I think in the back is the black one. But once we go inside, there's gonna be a lot more cars. I don't even know what's here. I don't know what to expect, but let's go inside and check it out. So last year, this room was full of Bugattis, Veyrons, Chirons, everything. This time we got Paganis. We got Huayra Roadster. We got another Huayra Roadster. We got one of the most highly spec'd Huayra BCs. This one's got the big spoiler, the side scoops, the roof scoop. I think this is the only one that came with these side scoops. Full carbon blue body, absolutely wild. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Tempesta Package 2. which gives you these very unique scoops right here on the side of the roof scoops, along with the regular roof scoop, the big spoiler with the center thing right here. Full carbon body, the Tempesto wheels, but it's a different design than the one we're used to seeing. Different front. I mean, this thing is wild. Everything is carbon fiber. So here's a very controversial car, the SSE Tuatara, I believe it is. I guess it hit over 300 miles an hour. I don't know if that ended up being confirmed or not, but pretty cool to see it in a room full of absolutely crazy Paganis. So we talked about how last year this room was full of Veyrons, and from what I can see right here, I'm guessing this room is that now. So let's walk through and see what there is. So here we have a Bugatti Veyron white on black, 16.4. Very cool with a Koenigsegg right there. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. I gotta say, I really like this spec. It's got the really nice wheels that obviously are not from Bugatti, but the matte white with the black, I do believe it's a wrap, but it's got kind of like the Vitesse and SuperSports style grille in the bottom. Tan interior. I actually think I know this exact car. I think it's underneath the black. It used to be wrapped white as well, but I've seen this car I think a few times. It used to be in New Jersey, if it's the one I think it is. Next to that, we have this Chiron Sport in all black carbon. Almost looks like paint, but it is carbon fiber, exposed carbon fiber with a little bit of blue accents. Sticks out very nicely. And here's a more typical non-modified 16.4 two-tone gray and black. Can't really go wrong with that. This, if it's the car I think it is, this might be an ex-Canadian car from Ottawa from OB Prestige, but it might also be a different car. There's been a few in this spec. We saw the Cinque outside, but I don't know if that's the best one here. Tough tie between the Cinque and the Tricolore. One of three, blue carbon, gold wheels. Only one I've ever seen. It's got the side scoops as well. No roof scoop like the Cinque has, but just as special as the Cinque, if not maybe more. Crazy car. Now, in a room full of these cars, I look at a car like a McLaren Senna, and I gotta say, I don't really care. But next to that is the Senna GTR, and I believe this one is road legal. It's the one that I think I've seen before, so not bad at all. Another Senna, you know, great car, but in a room full of these, I'm not really gonna mention it. Before we move on to this thing, let's look at this Zonda R right here. Revolution, blue carbon, absolutely wild, not road legal, track car, sounds insane. I'm pretty sure it's banned in most tracks because it's too loud. Crazy car. But goddamn, I gotta say, this Countach one of 112, the new Countach, I would probably spec it like this if I had to get one. This is kind of the same color, might be the exact same color. It's the Diablo SEs. This nice gold. Those Diablo SEs only came in this gold or the black. Looks amazing on the new Countach. I think more people should bring this color back for new cars. So I said I'm going to go back to this one, and here we are, Koenigsegg RS. Cool thing about this one and the Koenigsegg RSs in general, they're pretty much the first fully road legal cars in North America. Before that, you didn't really see them here because CCXs and all those cars are a little bit iffy. There's not really a Agera Rs here. Maybe now there is, but back then it was very difficult bringing them in. A lot of the Agera Rs came to North America, and it's so awesome to see them around and still here. Now, I do believe there's another room right there where last year there was a bunch of Carrera GTs. So let's go walk in here. Let's see what they have. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. Okay, so walking in, I see a lineup of Pistas. Red right here. White one with like kind of silver stripes that kind of phase out as you go. So we have this gray Pista right here. Then this white one with all these carbon bits. It's got this like carbon thing underneath the mirror. Very cool. Then this Italian flag colored one, and I want to go see this GT2 RS. So the cool thing about this GT2 RS from what I'm seeing right now, which normally maybe people might not think is cool, but I don't think this has a YSEC package. It doesn't have the carbon hood. And yeah, let's see on the seats. Yeah, this is I think a regular GT2 RS, but you never see regular GT2 RSs. I'd say maybe 1 in 30 or 40 GT2 RSs that I see are non-YSEC. So honestly, I really like the fact that it's non-YSEC. It's got a lot of aftermarket parts on it. The carbon bumper, the bigger wing, BBS wheels, the canards, crazy. Then we got a 765 LT Spider and another GT2 RS right here in black with pretty much the same modifications. Actually, that's my bad. It's a GT3 RS. But the weird thing is it's got the 997 seats inside. So if you know your seats, obviously these are not the 918 seats. These are straight from the 997 GT cars. Here we have some very, very special cars. So obviously red 959 Comfort and a mirroring identical spec right across. But in between is a very, very special car. This is a 993 GT2. These things are going for well over $1 million. Extremely rare. Most of the ones you will see are probably fake, but if this is here, I'm guessing it's real. Then of course we have the 918 right here, Weissach black with tan interior. I think this car actually went up for auction at RM Sotheby's in 2021. And then this gray 918 with the red accents. I know I've seen this car in a million pictures. I don't think I've seen it before in person, but definitely not a bad spec. I like every single one that's kind of unique, and these two definitely are. This one with the interior color, this one with the exterior spec. And on the way out, some McLarens. I know we've seen this before, this Elva. I remember this whole spec, I just don't remember where we've seen it. And then another McLaren Senna. We've seen this at Car Week before too. The one with the blue looks incredible, but again, you know, certain cars here you just can't spend too much time around because there's so much to see. We are back outside. Let's go see what else showed up, but I already see a Novitec and Largo A12 right there. So Novitec and Largo A12, these things are crazy fast. You don't really see them in too many places, mostly like Dubai, California, very like car centrally focused places, but very nice to see. So this is not the black Carrera GT we just saw drive in. This one has chrome wheels in this really cool design, which is nice. But then if we look next to it is a Golf blue Carrera GT with the same design wheel, but not in chrome, just a silver finish. Very, very, very nice. I don't know if this is the same Golf blue ones that we shot a few years ago. I don't think I was filming for YouTube back then, but so cool to see. And then again, that black Carrera GT. McLaren P1 pulling in as we speak in black, so cool. And behind that is a great spec white on blue Senna. Insane. This might be one of my favorite spec Sennas. Now, I didn't expect to see this, and I didn't know how functional they are, but Pininfarina Battista pulling in orange. Don't think I've ever even seen a picture of an orange one, but that looks incredible. 1900 horsepower electric car. I think 0 to 16 like 1.9 seconds. Wild. It's got this crazy active arrow in the back. Very cool to see this show up. Some SVJs and all that pulling in non-stop. You see lineups of SVs. The amount of cars in this show, like SVJ over there, is wild. But again, you know, you gotta pick and choose what you're gonna spend time looking at. So this is probably not gonna be it. But I do see a purple SV that I do want to look at. There is so many Aventador SVs here. 2 here, 2 here, 2 there. Actually 3 here. There's probably 10 Aventador SVs around. Another probably 20 SVJs. This is wild. This color is crazy though. Kind of like a color shift purple. Blue one's really nice. Diablo. I love the Diablo. Open headlight, which means it's a later car, like a 99. But let's go look at the 2 cars on the street that caught my attention, because it's not Lambos, it's not Ferraris, it's these 2 gigantic 6x6s. Black and white, G63, 6x6, 6 wheels. These things are massive. The spoiler on the Aventador reaches to about the bumper, the bottom part of the bumper of the 6x6. These things are freaking massive. So my bad, I said this was black earlier, but I actually have my sunglasses on, so this is actually like a deep, deep purple, but looks crazy with these chrome wheels. The Enlargo, I mean, everything here is insane. The black P1, such a good spec on this black P1. I mean, just, there's so many freaking cars here. Piece of Spider, we don't even acknowledge it. This is like $1 million car almost, probably in the US, probably 700,000. Don't even notice it. I mean, look at this. It's so big. Next to a 992 GT3, which is very big for a GT3. If you back this thing up, it wouldn't even damage the G-Wagon. This would just hit the metal on the bottom. It's crazy. I was just about to go back inside and take some pictures and stuff, but then through the crowd, look what I see. Another 918. And again, right before I go back inside, Lamborghini Sion Roadster over there, 1 in 19. Let's wait to see it come. Look at the spec, the blue with the light interior, 1 of 19 ever made Sion Roadsters, the hybrid V12s, the first hybrid V12s you could get from Lamborghini. Absolutely wild. It's all carbon fiber. Crazy. And then a Viper. Can't hate on a Viper. 8.4 liter V10, 640 horsepower. So I have no idea when this came in here. Murcielago SV, you never see these. 350 cars are supposed to be made. Rumors have it like 250, 300, 230. Like, there isn't really an exact number yet, but they're not as many as the plaque on the inside actually says. Most of them are e-gear. 6 or 7 came in manual. but you never see them. They're all pretty much heading away. And honestly, most of the ones you'll see are gonna be fake. F40. F40 right there. Kind of see it. Not bad. Time to go back to the F40. What the fuck? Oh, it's right there. Look at this traffic. Let's see if we can even see the F40. Getting a little screwed by traffic. The C300 is not moving up, but nice. All right. Okay, let's go before the Tesla screws us. Here we go, F40.